Two example problems that we are going to go through fairly quickly. We're just going to go through how to solve these. Okay, so we have a negative 4, and within the parentheses we have negative 5 and negative b, or negative 5 minus b. So we need to multiply this negative 4 by everything on the inside of the parentheses. On the other side of the equal sign we have 1/3 b plus 16. So again, we have to multiply the 1/3 by everything on the inside of the parentheses. So let's do that. Not with an eraser though. Okay. Negative 4 times negative 5. Remember, negative times a negative gives us a positive. 4 times 5 is 20, so that just gives us 20. Negative 4 times a minus b. Minus and negative, they're the same thing. So negative 4 and a negative b, that would give us a positive 4b. Okay, that's that side. On the other side, we have equals 1/3 times b. That's surprisingly 1/3 b. And then 1/3 times 16, which is a lovely 16/3. Hopefully you remember when we were talking about equations earlier, if we have a fraction and we really don't want to have the fraction, because we can work with this if you really want to, but if you don't want to, we can just multiply everything by a common factor, and in this case our common factor would be 3. So let's multiply everything by 3 and get rid of that. So 3 times 20 is 60. 3 times 4b gives us 12b. 3 times 1 is 3, divided by 3 is 1, so that gets rid of the 1/3, and that just gives us a b. 3, we're going to divide first. Remember, it doesn't matter the order, so 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times 16 is just 16. Okay, so now that's our new equation, and that's a little bit nicer to work with. I don't want my b on this side, I want all my b's on the other side, so I'm going to subtract b from both sides. And that leaves me with a 60 on this side. 12b minus 1b is 11b. And b minus b is 0. Bring down my 16. I'm going to subtract 60 from both sides. And that's going to give me 60 minus 60 is 0. My 11b comes down. And 16 minus 60. That's going to be a negative number because the 60 is much larger than 16, and we're subtracting. We had $16, we spent $60, we now owe somebody a good amount of money. So this is the same thing as 60 minus 16, but then our answer is negative. So 60 minus 16 gives us 44. That would become a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. That we borrowed from there, so 5 minus 1 is 4. So 44. And then remember, because we were subtracting more money than we had, that makes this negative, so negative. And then we divide both sides by 11, and b equals negative 4. Okay, let's do this other one. 3/5 t plus 18 equals negative 3 times 2 minus 2. 2 minus t. Okay. So again, we need to distribute. So 3/5 times t, that gives me 3 over 5t. Simple enough. 3/5 times 18. And feel free to use a calculator. 18 times 3 is 64. No, 54. Yeah, 6 times 9. Okay, so 54 over 5. And then on the other side, negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. Negative 3 times negative t, that's a positive. Negative times a negative is a positive 3t. And again, we have this 5 in the denominator. We don't really want to work with the fractions, so we're going to use our trick of multiplying by the common multiple for everything. So 5 times 3t over 5. Well, we have a 5 divided by a 5, so that just is going to go away. We have 3t. We also have a 5 divided by a 5 here, so that's going to give me 54. Negative 6 times negative 5. And if you notice, we're actually doing the distributive property here as well, right? We're multiplying everything. We probably could write this instead as this, right? It's the same thing. We're multiplying both sides by 5. 5 times negative 6 is negative 30, and 5 times 3t is 15t. Okay, I'm going to get rid of my t's on this side this time, so minus 3t from both sides. Those cancel. That gives me 54 equals negative 30. 15t minus 3t is 12t. And I'm going to add 30 to both sides. 54 plus 30 gives me 84. Bring down my equal sign, and those canceled, so I have 12t. Divide both sides by 12. And I have t left on this side. 84 divided by 12 is 7. 7 times 12 is 84. Yeah. Okay, so there's our two answers. T equals 7 and B equals negative 4, which I should have circled in green, but too late now. All right, hope these examples make sense and you're getting the hang of this.